Breckenridge basketball is on the air. Tonight's game is brought to you by Breckenridge Public Schools, State Farm agent Matt and Amanda Frederick, Red River Agency, the Wheaton Drink and Eatery, Minn Kota Ag Products, Height Camp Construction, Carlson Family Insurance, Miller Realty, Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley, Twin Town Villa, CHI St. Francis, Quality Toyota, Builders First Source, Otter Tail Power Company, Essentia Health, Hornstein Family Chiropractic, and Buyer Insurance Agency. Now, here's KBMW's Turner Blofis.
Welcome to the Wheaton Drink and Eatery pregame show, a tradition of good taste and company.
It's time to huddle up when you're hungry. The perfect pre- or post-game destination is the Wheaton. Friends, families, and sports fans have been showing up at the Wheaton for decades to celebrate their favorite teams. Celebrate with delicious food and their favorite beverage. Best place around to watch the Bison, too. So for all of you local sports fans and fans of good flavor, head to the Wheaton and celebrate the Cowboys, Cowgirls, Huskies, and Wildcats. The legendary Wheaton, a tradition of good taste and company since 1894.
And welcome to the Wheaton Drink and Eatery pregame show, a tradition of good taste and company. I had a little trouble with my mic. We got it all figured out, though, and we're in for a good night of basketball. Hopefully we got the Breckenridge Cowgirls on the airwaves, one of the few undefeated teams remaining in the state of Minnesota, for Class A that is, and they are number 3 in the state by QRF. So if you go by that QRF ranking, Breckenridge, a top 5 team here in Class A Minnesota, taking on Wheaton area, Wheaton Herman Norcross. I think I'm just going to stick with Wheaton the rest of the night. Wheaton coming in this game with a record of 2-4, but they are on a 2-game winning streak. Run through what they got, or how they started off the year so far. They had a non-conference game, actually a game against Tri-State, so across the border a little bit. If you consider one of the Tri-State teams, they lost to them in the beginning of the season. Fell to Barnesville, Underwood, and Hillcrest Lutheran Academy, but bounced back with a pair of wins over Ashby and Parker's Prairie. Catch you up on the Cowgirls. Haven't heard the Cowgirls on the airwaves for a little bit. And I wanted to let you know they are coming off obviously a lot of wins. They're 8-0 coming in this game, but their most recent victories coming against Frazee, they beat them 52-37 on the road. Rothsay, they just barely edged 62-59. And then before that, they took down Lake Park Audubon, Minnewaska, Hawley, Clinton, Graceville, Beardsley, DGF, and Morris area. So they're just kind of rolling through everybody here in this season so far. And best start of Coach Austin Imdick's tenure for sure. I think he'll be the first one to tell you that. And they don't go very deep to the bench. They play 8 girls, 9 on a good night. So, there's definitely a lot of talent on these girls. They don't go crazy deep, as I said, but they make sure they do what they got. So, Breckenridge Cowgirls, like I said, I gave you their number 3 ranking in the state, so I better run through their section standings, which is part of our Power Poll ranking brought to you by Otter Tail Power Company, on for conservation. For Section 6A South, we'll start with the South, as Breckenridge is in the north, but, we like to run through both sides of the section, let you know where they're at. Clinton, Graceville, Beardsley at the top with a 5-1 record. KMS up next, 7-2. Hancock, 4-2, and then the 4th spot, Parker's Prairie, followed by Wheaton Herman Norcross, Brandon Evansville, Ortonville, Ashby, and Benson. So Wheaton Herman Norcross currently 5th in Section 6A South. Now for Section 6A North, Breckenridge at the top of the section with an 8-0 record, like I said, 3rd in the state in QRF. Henning is 9 in the state in QRF with a 7-1 record, followed by 8-2 Underwood. 6-2 Hillcrest Lutheran Academy is in the 4th spot. Park Christian 8-2, followed by Rothsay 6-3. And then it's all losing records from there on out. Norman County East Hewlin hit it all with a 2-6 record. 1-5 New York Mills, followed by 3-7 Lake Park Audubon. 2-6 Ada Borup, and then Battle Lake at the bottom with an 0-8 record. So let's look at your Power Poll ranking, brought to you by Otter Tail Power Company, on for conservation. And as they run through the warm-ups here, we'll take a quick break, come back with your injury report, which is brought to you by Sanford Health, along with your starting lineups, brought to you by Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley. We might take another break before that. We'll see how this all shakes out. I don't want to end up being on the air during the national anthem. You guys all know how much I hate doing that. So, take our first break on the Wheaton Drink and Eatery pregame show. You're listening to Cowgirl Basketball on B92.7 FM.
Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Kent, Barney, Windmere, Wahpeton, or Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
Hi, this is Amanda from State Farm Breckenridge.
And this is Matt from State Farm Wahpeton.
We're your local hometown insurance team.
And just like with your local sports team, having the right coverage is important. We're here to make sure you have the right coverage in place to protect what is most important to you.
We offer complimentary quotes for home, auto, life, farm, and business insurance.
And just like with your local sports teams, we're here and local and ready to answer all of your questions.
No more dialing 800 numbers or waiting on hold to talk to someone.
State Farm of Wahpeton and Breckenridge.
Your local insurance team.
Breckenridge Schools, Breckenridge pride, inspiring to excel.
There are several things that make me proud to be part of Breckenridge Senior High School. My students are very hardworking and respectful. Those two qualities make my school day enjoyable. They have been working hard on active classroom lessons this year. Students enjoy working together and are finding that they can learn from each other. I'm also proud to be teaching college math classes to our juniors and seniors. These classes have challenged our students to become more academically responsible for their learning. Breckenridge is a great school, and I'm proud to be part of it.
Breckenridge Schools, Breckenridge pride, inspiring to excel.
When Mom first started showing signs of memory loss, we were devastated. It was so frustrating, so many choices for assisted living. Then my sister and I walked into Twin Town Villa in Breckenridge. We knew that this was the perfect place for our mother, who loved the bright, beautiful apartments and knew Mom would too. I was so impressed with the interaction between the residents and the staff. Twin Town Villa is a quality memory care community that's close to home and currently has openings. Call Twin Town Villa at 643-9542 or visit them online at twintownvilla.com.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wahpeton, representing Auto Owners Insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wahpeton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
And welcome back to the Wilkin Drink and Eatery pregame show. Once again, a tradition of good taste and company. Turner Blob is here with your injury report, which is brought to you by Sanford Health. Here for one, here for all. And on the injury report, none to report for Breckenridge. Nobody out for them, so that's always good news for the Cowgirls. But one player will not be in today's lineup for Wheaton, and that is Gracie Gallagher. She's a 5'9" sophomore who did not make the trip today. Pretty sure it was an injury. I'm not 100% sure, but I was told she did not make the trip along with the team. So we're going to call it an injury as part of the injury report. Brought to you by Sanford Health once again. Now it is time for your starting lineups. We'll run through those. Brought to you by Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley, providing superior quality products and services while generating a positive return for their patrons. We'll start off with the Wheaton Herman Norcross Warriors. Megan Kelly, a 5'6" senior guard, wearing number 5 in this starting 5. Jordan Perry, she's also a guard, wears number 15. She's a 5'5" junior. Briley Schultz, another senior in this lineup, 6'2" senior, I might add. She plays forward, wears number 21. Julia Schmidt, 5'8" guard. She's a sophomore, wearing number 23. And then Sadie Vipond, a 5'8" junior forward, wearing number 35. And if you know Wheaton Athletics, you've definitely heard the Vipond name. That's definitely a popular name down that neck of the woods. And the Wheaton Herman Norcross Warriors are coached by head coach Levi Schultz. And now on to the Breckenridge Cowgirls. The starting lineups I'm sure you guys were waiting for. Once again, are brought to you by Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley. They go like this. Jonica Bernades, she wears number 2. She's a freshman guard, 5'8" freshman guard, I might add. Kelsey Sorrell wearing number 0. She's a 5'6" senior guard. Parker Yagi, kind of the guard, small forward of the bunch. She's a freshman. She's 5'7", wears number 3. Abby Johnson plays power forward for this crew. She wears number 10, is a 5'7" senior. And then another senior in the middle, Addie Twidwell. She's a 6'1" senior, wearing number 22. So that'll be a fun matchup between her and Schultz, because, you know, it's not very often she comes across someone who's taller than her. We'll see if she's actually taller than her. Some people tend to fib on those heights on the roster. I was one of them. I know how that goes. So once again, those starting lineups were brought to you by Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley, providing superior quality products and services while generating a positive return for their patrons. We've got to run through the key to the Cowgirls' success. They really, everybody's kind of been contributing in their own way. You know, everybody's doing their job. And the senior leadership's been great. They got the 3 seniors in the starting 5. But you also get some leadership from those freshmen, which sounds weird, I know. Freshmen bringing leadership to the table. But these are third-year varsity contributors, these freshmen, Jonica Bernades and Parker Yagi. They've definitely made a big impact on both ends of the floor and are very fun to watch. These freshmen are going to be dazzling for a while. And maybe we'll both be joining the 1,000-point club by the time it's all said and done. That would not be a shocker at all. You know, we'll see how many they can end up racking up in their careers. It's been very fun to watch them since they were 7th graders, and I'm very fortunate to say I have 3.5 years left. Well, a little more than 3.5 years. They're only 8 games into the season in this 8-0 start to the year. But everybody's doing their role. Like I said earlier, they only go about 3 or 4 deep into the bench, and when those girls come in, they do a good job. Sydney Roberts being one of them, Emily Gowan as well, Grace Miranowski, and every now and then you'll see some Grace Nicholson as well. So they all do a good job of bringing that energy off the bench, and that's definitely what you need from your reserves. So it looks like we're going to take a quick break here as we continue the Wilkin Drink and Eatery pregame show. It says we're about 3 minutes left to warm-ups, and it looks like I got a scoreboard camera to fix, as you might not have known. We got this game on KBMW News Live, our YouTube channel, so make sure to go check it out there. You're listening to the Wilkin Drink and Eatery pregame show on B92.7 FM.
You want what you want. At Quality Toyota, we totally understand that we aren't going to talk you into a car you don't want. Instead, we're here to help you find the car, the color, the options, and the style that you do want. All with a simple, easy, and stress-free approach, because the price listed online or in every windshield is the only price. That way, we can concentrate on getting you the right car. Quality Toyota, West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls. QualityToyota.net. Let's go places.
Sometimes illnesses or injuries may leave you needing extra help to restore your strength, balance, and range of motion. CHI St. Francis Health are open and ready to provide you the tools for success, including individualized exercise plans and state-of-the-art therapy facility. You'll be confident in the care and treatment you'll receive at CHI St. Francis Health, and they are located right here in your backyard. CHI St. Francis Health. We're here when you need a little reassurance.
We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
Otter Tail Power Company would like to remind you about the importance of high school athletics in the lives of children. These extracurricular activities play a role in the education and development of those kids involved, and provide a way for them to learn some of life's most important lessons. Lessons that will take them through life with a sense of accomplishment and pride. Otter Tail Power Company would like to salute those athletes, coaches, and fans that make every season one to remember.
This is a story we all share, of a place rooted in tradition and rich with opportunity, of people driven by compassion and vision. At Essentia Health, we're proud to play our role in this story, facing our toughest challenges head-on, believing that together we can build something better and take care of each other, because this place, these people, are like nowhere else. Essentia Health is where you belong. Schedule an appointment at essentiahealth.org.
Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
Hi, this is Wade from Breckenridge Cenex. Now is a great time to start thinking about protecting your recreational vehicles and equipment. Stock up on Splash RV Antifreeze at any one of our 4 locations, and we would like to thank you for your continued patronage.
Farmers Union Oil. Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
Ever buy something and open the box to find 1,000 pieces ready to assemble? Time-consuming and frustrating. That's why Bear Build Woodworks and Builders First Source offer gorgeous, hassle-free finishes for their doors and millwork. No mess and not stress. With over 30 stain options and 40 paint colors, Bear Build Woodworks pre-finish is the perfect choice for quality that stands the test of time. Get it finished with Bear Built Woodworks and Builders First Source in Wahpeton.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heitkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heitkamp Construction in Wahpeton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948. How much do you really know about insurance? You have to have it, and your family should be covered at all times in case of an accident. What coverage is the best for you? That's where independent insurance agents Tyler Kent and Brad Rivard at Red River Agency Incorporated of Breckenridge can help. They provide all your insurance needs for home, auto, farm, life, commercial, MPCI, and crop hail. It's that easy. Give Tyler Kent or Brad Rivard a call at 643-1623. Red River Agency Incorporated, always by your side.
When you choose a realtor, you want a solid formula to make buying and selling your home as easy as possible. At Miller Realty, the formula is simple: integrity, trust, and most important, experience. Guy, Shelley, Jared, Lisa, and Jamie have put in the years helping people buy and sell their homes. Miller Realty is a trusted legacy business in the Twin Towns. Put their knowledge and experience to work for you. Miller Realty in Breckenridge, a lasting tradition of experience, knowledge, integrity, and trust. Find them online at GuyMillerRealty.com.
And welcome back as we wrap up the Wilkin Drink and Eatery pregame show. Once again, a tradition of good taste and company. Turner Bluff is here as they're announcing the starting lineups. I figured I'd run through the starting five once again. Starting for Wheaton, Megan Kelly wearing number 5, Jordan Perry number 15, Briley Schultz wearing number 21, Julia Schmidt wearing number 23, and Sadie Vipon number 35 for the Wheaton Herman Norcross Warriors. And for the Breckenridge Cowgirls, they go Jonica Bernadez running the 1, Kelsey Sorrell at the shooting guard, Parker Yegi at a small forward, Abby Johnson at the power forward, and Addie Twidwell in the middle at the center. Breckenridge Cowgirls getting their starting 5 all fired up right now. It's always fun when they get to do the announcement, and a great turnout from the student section. If you're watching on KBMW News Live, I'll give you a good gander over at the student section. Pretty good turnout. It's always fun when the boys and girls can play on different nights, so then the guys aren't on the road or the girls aren't on the road, and they can come support them. Always appreciate that very much. It's always kind of tough in Wahpeton, how pretty much 99% of their games, it's Wahpeton goes to Fargo North for the boys, and then the girls are home against Fargo North, and they always do the vice versa, and that's always kind of a bummer. I always like when they have have them on different nights, but I know it's kind of a scheduling nightmare, but it makes sense. But it's always fun to have a little better of an environment. I would like to get some more boy-girl back-to-backs while we're at it as well. If anybody's going to listen to my plea for that, I doubt it, but a guy can dream. So that'll do it for the Wilkin Drink and Eatery pregame show. Once again, a tradition of good taste and company. Thanks for tuning in, everybody, on B92.7 FM and on our YouTube channel, KBMW News Live. So jumping up, it's going to be Briley Schultz against Addie Twidwell. Twidwell wins the tip, but Wheaton Herman Norcross comes away with it. Gets lost into the right corner, kicked out to the right wing, swung up to the top of the key. Swung over to the left wing, thought about the 3, going to go up to the top of the key instead. Swung over to the left wing. Abby Johnson guarding there. They go inside to the post. Post-to-post touch. Ends up flying out to the perimeter. Got a mishandled pass there. They try to go inside. Inside out three-point action is up. Off the mark. And rebounded by the Warriors. Kind of a fight for it. And then a nice little drop-off for a layup, but off the mark. Jonica Bernadez pulls down the board. Loses the ball, though. Looking to push in transition. Bernadez picks up her dribble. Hands it off to Kelsey Sorrell. She dishes it out to Abby Johnson. Johnson near the top of the key. Was thinking about getting a ball screen from Addie Twidwell. Instead, she swings it over to Parker Yegi on the right side. Yegi, the leading scorer on the squad. And a beautiful scoop layup from Yegi to get the ball rolling for their first bucket. 17:08 remaining in this opening half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Wheaton Herman Norcross Swings it over to the left side. Over to Jordan Perry. Perry gets a ball screen. Pulls up for a jumper off the mark. And rebounded by the Warriors. Kicked out to the right wing. Swung over to the right corner. Another three-pointed shot is up. Rims out. Abby Johnson might have touched that, so it'll stay. Actually, they're going to say it was off the Warriors. Breckenridge scored on their first shot attempt. Jonica Bernades bringing the ball up after Abby Johnson served as the team's point guard for a couple of years. They throw it to Addie Twidwell in the right elbow area. She fakes the handoff, gets it out. Jonica Bernades, beautiful action for a triple, but off the mark. And Parker Yagi fighting for the rebound. Gets tied up for a jump ball along with Megan Kelly. Breckenridge with a 2-0 lead here on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Bernades inbounds it to Yagi. Yagi goes inside to Twidwell for a layup off the mark. Rebounded by the Warriors. Julia Schmidt with the ball. Kicks it out to the perimeter. Mishandled a little bit. Swung around. Now gets into the right wing. Abby Johnson guarding there, and miscommunication on the back cut leads to a Jonica Bernades steal. Bernades with a nice dish off to Yagi, but her shot is blocked. Now they're going to call a foul. 2 shots coming for Yagi. So Yagi, a solid free throw shooter. Aren't a whole lot of holes in her game, that's for sure. Yagi, so the first free throw, and rattles it in. I got scared I was going to do the free throw jinx there by accident. You know, sometimes I try to maybe coerce it a little bit, but not on that time. Yagi try to make this a 2-for-2 trip, and she does. Nothing but net for the freshman, who has all 4 of Breckenridge's points so far at the gate. 16 minutes remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. 4-0 Breckenridge in the lead. They go inside to the post, and another post-to-post touch leads to a layup. And that layup was by Sadie Vipon, the junior forward. 15:43 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Jonica Bernades showing off the nice dribble moves. Gets it to Johnson. She dishes it off to Jonica Bernades. Bernades back to Johnson. Johnson at the top of the key. Gets a ball screen from Addie Twidwell. Tries to swing it over to Jonica Bernades. Goes off her hand and out of bounds. The coach, Austin Himdeck, wasn't too happy about that action. So Julia Schmidt will bring up the ball for Wheaton. And my apologies to all the listeners of Herman Norcross. I'm probably just going to stick with Wheaton just so it's not such a mouthful. A nice little shot fake sets up a mid-range jumper off the back iron. And loose ball, but Wheaton tracks it down. Double team near the half-court line. Leads to what could have been an open bucket, but and then a little turnaround shot off the mark, rebounded by Kelsey Sorrell. Sorrell gets it up to Yagi. She's got a defender waiting there near half-court. Picks up her dribble. Skip pass over to the left corner to Jonica Bernades. She goes inside to Addie Twidwell. Twidwell goes up for it, off the mark. Gets her own board, though. She's looking to go up again. Has her shot blocked, and Wheaton comes away with it. Swung over to Vipon on the left wing. Goes inside for a left-handed runner, off the mark. Rebounded by Addie Twidwell. Might be saying that quite a few times today. Jonica Bernades drives inside and draws some contact. And that foul is on Jordan Perry. And my apologies, I didn't get you who had the first foul for them, Megan Kelly. They got 2 girls with a foul already. 14:37 remaining in the opening half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Addie Twidwell with the ball. Kicks it in the corner. Bernades in the right corner. Denies the ball screen. Gets it back to Twidwell. She dishes it off to Yagi, who drives inside. Right in, layup is good, and 1. Parker Yagi with a quick 6 points. Trying to make it 7. And that's the second foul on Jordan Perry. That might be just as crucial. Getting a starter 2 fouls. She's probably done for the half. Depends on their personnel. So checking in for her first action of the game is Reagan Spildy. Free throw is good. 3 for 3 start at the charity stripe from Yagi. Also 2-2 from the field. All 7 of Breckenridge's points in this 7-2 start to the game. 14:21 remaining in this opening half. Dished off to the high post. Nice little give and go action leads to an open layup for Julia Schmidt. Love that action with the good give and go. Feed it to the high post. cut off her, and then a nice little dish off for the layup. Big fan. Kelsey Sorrell with the ball on the left wing. Drives inside looking for her first points of the game. Layup is up off the mark. Rebounded by the Warriors. Skip pass over to the left wing. Tipped out of bounds by Jonica Bernades, who's just getting everywhere defensively already tonight. They got to love the energy she's bringing on the defensive end right now. Whether it's pulling down rebounds, disrupting pass lanes, or being Johnny on the spot for a loose ball, Jonica Bernades doing a great job on that end of the floor so far. Well, while that freshman anchors the defense, Parker Yagi anchors the offense with all 7 of the team's points so far. Warriors put up a triple from the right wing, way off the mark, rebounded by Abby Johnson. Johnson trying to push the tempo, gets it up to Parker Yagi. She throws it down to Sydney Roberts, who recently checked into the game, and she has her shot blocked. Roberts checked in for Kelsey Sorrell. We got a timeout taken by the Warriors. We'll take a quick timeout with them. This timeout brought to you by Highcamp Construction. Your score, Breckenridge 7, Wheaton 4. You're listening to Cowgirl Basketball on B92.7 FM.
Buyer Insurance Agency on Highway 13 in Wahpeton are your local agents with local locations. With skyrocketing building prices, are you properly insured? Buyer Insurance are licensed insurance advisors serving the Richland, Wilkins, Sargent, Southern Cass, and surrounding counties for 15 plus years. They represent over 15 companies that have been in the insurance industry for over 100 years, serving the area. Our plans are based on yours. Give them a call at 701-642-0955 or stop out. They're located on Highway 13 West in Wahpeton. That's Buyer Insurance Agency.
And welcome back to Breckenridge High School. Cowgirls with the ball, looking to set up a three-pointer in the right corner for Bernades, but she brings it out instead. Swung around to the left wing. Nice little drive inside, right-handed scoop shot on the left side by Yagi is off the mark. Her first field goal miss of the night. Warriors come away with the ball. Bernades guarding the point guard. That is Megan Kelly. Riley Schultz with the ball. Gets it off to Schmidt. Gets it to Vipon. Swung over to Spildy, my apologies. They go inside to Vipon. She's looking to go to work in the post on Abby Johnson and lays it in for 2. Sadie Vipon with her second bucket of the game. Cuts the lead to 1, 7-6. Breckenridge in the lead. 12:36 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Jonica Bernades gets it to Parker Yagi on the left wing. Yagi steps back behind the three-point line and has it stripped away. Nice steal there by Megan Kelly. Now she'll bring the ball up. Jonica Bernades doing a good job of picking her up. She swings it over to Vipon on the right side. They're going to go inside. And a right-handed layup is dropped in by Briley Schultz. Her first points of the game and the first lead of the game for the Warriors. 8-7 with 12:05 remaining in this opening half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Jonica Bernades gets it to Abby Johnson. A little to the left at the top of the key, over to Addie Twidwell. Swung over to Jonica Bernades, and her shot is off the mark. Hit off the rim and flew over the backboard. So, the exception of Yagi, definitely not the most crisp offensive start for Breckenridge tonight. Bringing up the ball is Julia Schmidt. Sydney Roberts guarding there. She's kind of made a reputation for herself on the defensive end of the floor. Trying to deny the drive. Skip pass over to Vipon on the right wing, right in front of the Breckenridge student section. They go inside. Now inside-out action to Vipon. She decides not to take the three. They go back inside. Shot is off the mark. Loose ball gets tipped around by a lot of gals, and then Jonica Bernades comes away with it and puts up the right-handed layup, has it off the mark. Rebounded by Bernades, I believe. No, actually. Rebounded by Julia Schmidt for the Warriors, and then it got tied up for a jump ball. Possession arrow goes to Wheaton. Oh, my apologies. Jonica Bernades actually picked up a foul there. Dishing out of a lot of apologies today as Parker Yagi checks out of the game. Kelsey Sorrell back in, so only 6 girls in the rotation so far. See if that changes. Schmidt bringing up the ball. Roberts guarding. It's gotten eerily quiet here in this gym. 11:04 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard in the opening half. And they love going to work with Briley Schultz in the post. She gets it right now, puts up a mid-range jumper, and that one just barely misses. And it gets laid in anyways by Julia Schmidt. She's got 4 points. 10-7, Wheaton leads Breckenridge. 10:44 remaining on this opening half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And we're going to see who's going to have to pick it up offensively with Parker Yagi out of the ball game. She's got 7 points. And guess how many points the rest of the team has? If you can do the math, nobody else has scored. Oh, answer my question. Parker Yagi is going to come in and bring the offense herself, it looks like. Sydney Roberts checks out of the game. And coming in for her first action is Addison Bloom. So they've gone 7 deep in their rotation so far, just like Breckenridge. Or actually, Breckenridge has only gone 6 deep so far. Addie Twidwell gets the inbound. Kicks it out, inside out, three-pointer is up and good by Kelsey Sorrell. We were wondering who was going to be to get in the scoring column other than Yagi, and it was Sorrell. Ties it up, 10-10. Wheaton trying to answer. Shot gets tipped up, and Jacques Bernardes once again comes away with it. No pun intended when I say she is Johnny on the spot. Get it, huh? I'm here all week. Parker Yagi with the ball. Gets a ball screen from Twidwell. Step back three-pointer is up and off the mark to the left side. Abby Johnson with the rebound. Puts up a little baby hook off the mark. Ball's tipped up and rebounded by Julia Schmidt. Schmidt going to bring it up herself. Swings it over to the left side to Bloom. And now it ends up going through the legs and over and back. My apologies, I wasn't keeping up on that with the camera. Running the camera, doing the stats. I can do it all, everybody. Just none of it very well. Reagan Spildy with the turnover on that one. 9:54 remaining in this opening half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. 10-10 is your score. Jonica Bernardes running the point. Swings it over to the right wing to Kelsey Sorrell. Sorrell was looking at the post. Instead, she'll drive over to the elbow area. Dishes it off to Twidwell. Dishes it off to Bernardes. Bernardes with a nice drive inside. Right in layup off the mark. Breckenridge coaching staff looking for a foul, but Wheaton's going to come away with the rebound. Inside out action, kicked over to near the top of the key to Schultz. Vipon gets it to Schmidt. Schmidt, oh, good defense by Yagi to force the air ball. Rebounded by Addie Twidwell, and Twidwell stepped out of bounds. Tough break for Breckenridge. Give you an update on the foul situation. Wheaton Herman Norcross has 4 to Breckenridge's 1 so far. Only player with a foul for Breckenridge is Jonica Bernardes. Checking in the game for her first action is Braylon Schmidt. So they got a pair of Schmidts on this team. Kicked out to the left corner and tipped out of bounds by Breckenridge. Grace Miranowski checking in for her first action, as she always does, or for the most part. Checks in for Addie Twidwell. Give her a breather. Nice to have a backup big who can be slotted in. You don't have to go with a full small ball lineup. Get beat up, especially with Wheaton's size. Speaking of that size, they're looking to go bully ball on the post with Vipon, and she drops it in for 2. Sadie Vipon with the bucket. She's got 6 of her team's 12 points. They lead by 2 with 8:48 remaining in this opening half. Jonica Bernardes gets it to Abby Johnson. Johnson to Kelsey Sorrell. Sorrell was looking to put Vipon on the skates, but instead swings it over to Jonica Bernardes. Bernardes looking to go to work. Drives in, left-handed layup, off the mark. She'll get a pair of free throws for her troubled up. They were looking for that foul call earlier, so I don't want to know what would have happened if they didn't get the foul on that one. I think Coach Imdick would have said, I don't care if it's the first half. I may be flirting with a technical here. Briley Schultz set to check back into the game after this first free throw. Jonica Bernardes looking for her first points of the night. The freshman puts up the free throw and rattles it in. Addie Twidwell back in. Very quick breather for her. Sadie Vipon comes out of the game. 8:33 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard in this opening half. Jonica Bernardes looking to tie this one up with a free throw, and she does. Breckenridge 5 of 5 at the charity stripe to start this off. Parker Yagi was 3 for 3. That's something the coach is always going to be happy with when you're kind of struggling to get points offensively. If you can get to the charity stripe, get those easy ones, kind of gets a rhythm going offensively. Schmidt picks up her dribble, goes inside to Schultz. Now it's to the other Schultz. Briley Schultz with it now. Skip pass out of the right wing. Just off to the right corner. Shot is up by Spildy and good. Reagan Spildy knocks down the triple. Gives her team a 3-point lead. 8:01 remaining in this opening half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Bernardes gets it to Abby Johnson. Johnson over to Sorrell. Sorrell back to Johnson in the left corner. Some give and go action. They go inside to Sorrell. She puts up the layup off the mark. Rebounded by the Warriors. Warriors leading by 3 as Grace Nicholson gets set to check in for her first action of the night. So this will be the 8th player to enter the rotation. They go inside, looking to go to work on Addie Twidwell. She picks up a foul. Like I said earlier, it's not very often that Addie Twidwell goes up against someone with a height advantage on her, but that's what's happening right now. Briley Schultz listed at 6'2". Addie Twidwell listed at 6'1". I think she's taller than 6'1", because I'm 6 foot. She seems a lot taller than just an inch taller than me, at least. I don't know. First free throw off the mark by Briley Schultz. This is the first trip to the free throw line for the Warriors. Sydney Roberts and Grace Nicholson check into the ballgame. Next free throw by Schultz is up. And off the mark, 0 for 2 trip. See if that comes back to haunt them. Sydney Roberts bringing the ball up. Bounce pass over to the right corner. Nicholson. She puts it up right away, off the mark. Gotta love that when someone comes into the ball game, they're ready to shoot it right away. I love that from reserve players. And a runner is up and off the mark. Pair of free throws will be the result for Addison Bloom. Nicholson tagged with the foul. So we'll see if Wheaton can redeem themselves after the 0 for 2 trip last time down. And that one rattles in from Bloom. And Sadie Vipond is back in. She's got a team high 6 points. Not a game high, though. Parker Yeage's got 7. 2 for 2 trip from Addison Bloom. So a pair of Addies in this game. I just heard a couple of the fans calling her Addie. Maybe I'll stick with that the rest of this game. More importantly, Breckenridge trails 17-12. 7:05 remaining in this opening half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Kick out to Parker Yeage for 3. Off the mark. Sailed right and rebounded by the Warriors. And we're going to get a foul away from the ball. That's on Addie Twidwell, her second. So Grace Miranowski is going to have to check into the ball game. We'll see if she's going to close out this half. So 4 team fouls on Breckenridge. Addie Twidwell's got 2 of them. Jonica Bernardes and Grace Nicholson got the other one apiece. They go inside to Miranowski was defending there as they go inside to Briley Schultz. She's going to get tagged with a foul. Coach Imdick saying it was a little, they were a little quick on that whistle, in his opinion, it looked like. Vipond gets it into Schmidt. Schmidt swung over to Spildy, now to Briley Schultz. Schultz going inside to Vipond. He's looking to bully ball on Albie Johnson again. Ooh. Both went up for the rebound after her miss, and Vipond ended up pulling it down, and jump ball. Possession arrow goes to, thought it was to Breckenridge, but I must have missed another jump. Oh, wait, I forgot. I thought one of the jump balls was actually a foul. Got to correct myself on that one. Possession arrow goes to Wheaton. That one where Jonica Bernardes got called a foul on, I thought that was a jump ball. I got some lady with a cast laughing at me because she thinks she knows what she's doing with the jump ball. It's Kayla Mose, if you guys didn't know. And it looks like looks like they had to clean up a little moisture off the floor. And I will try to never use that word during a broadcast again. Swung out to the right corner. Schmidt, she gets it to Vipond. Gets it to Spildy. Now back to Schmidt. Schmidt goes inside to Briley Schultz. Kicks it out to Vipond. Very quick ball movement from Wheaton. And Miranowski's going to get tagged with another foul. Trying to fight over the top to swipe a steal. Would not be completely surprising if they kind of roll with Miranowski here. I think they want to have at least one big out there, and you don't want Twidwell to come in and pick up a third foul, as she's one of the starters. So they're going to roll Miranowski with the 2 fouls. And she's got a tall task ahead of her trying to slow down Briley Schultz. Abby Johnson going to help her out as much as she can in the post, though. But she's got to worry about Vipon, too. You know, this is a solid Wheaton squad. Briley Schultz, turnaround shot off the mark. Grace Miranowski pulls it down. And Breckenridge faithful, very happy about it, but then it's going to turn into a carry by Yagi. A little too much air in the ball, it looks like. Head coach Austin Imdex looking for a timeout. We'll take a quick timeout with him. Your score, Wheaton Herman Norcross 17, Breckenridge 12. You're listening to Cowgirl Basketball on B92.7 FM and watching on KBMW News Live, our YouTube channel.
When you need care, you want to know it's close to where you live, work, and play. That's why at Sanford Health, we're committed to providing you with the care you need, when you need it, right here where you call home. Dr. Dylan Torgerson is a family medicine physician that offers care for the entire family in Wapton. And it's always easy to make an appointment with convenient clinic locations, hours, and online options that fit your schedule. Find your provider, Dr. Dylan Torgerson, at sanfordhealth.org or by calling 642-7000. It's time to huddle up when you're hungry. The perfect pre- or post-game destination is the Wilkin. Friends, families, and sports fans have been showing up at the Wilkin for decades to celebrate their favorite teams. Celebrate with delicious food and their favorite beverage. Best place around to watch the Bison, too. So for all of you local sports fans and fans of good flavor, head to the Wilkin and celebrate the Cowboys, Cowgirls, Huskies, and Wildcats. The legendary Wilkin, a tradition of good taste and company since 1894.
And welcome back to Breckenridge High School. We got a 17-12 ball game here. Breckenridge trailing Wheaton. Layup off the mark, but Briley Schultz on the spot for the layup. She's got 4 points. But she's had a bigger impact on this game because she really sucks in the defense there and has also made an impact with the rebounding as well. Just a force down low. Abby Johnson thought about the 3, swings it over to Jonica Bernadez on the right wing. Bernadez was looking inside, gets it to Parker Yagi instead. Yagi hands it off to Bernadez. Bernadez drives into the paint, kicks it out to Abby Johnson for an open 3, off the mark. And Briley Schultz with the rebound. Good job by Miranowski not picking up a third foul there. Would have been very tempting to get the over back there, I'm sure. Over the back. Vipon with the ball. Gets it out to Schmidt. Schmidt. Sydney Roberts guarding. Ball's on the floor. Great job by Parker Yagi to get on the floor for it, even though Jonica Bernada is the one who's going to come away with it. A little bit of contact there. And now I got to check what the foul call is here. Looks like they turned it over there. I was looking down the court and missed what happened back near half court. The world may never know. I'll check on the next timeout break. 4:50 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard in this opening half. We go inside to Miranowski. She's looking to go to work on Schultz. Picks up her dribble. Looking for an open teammate. And they're going to say 3 seconds in the lane on Miranowski. 4:41 remaining in this opening half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Once again, Breckenridge's offense struggling a little bit here tonight. Schmidt bringing up the ball. It's going to be one of those nights. Got to win any way you can. It's got to be a gritty defensive effort. That's what you got to do. Schultz, got to double check that. Schultz has her shot off the mark, and then a foul on Schultz when she was trying to get the offensive rebound. Briley Schultz's first foul of the game. Jonica Bernadez is waiting for the inbound. Gets it from Abby Johnson. Bernadez crosses half court. Nice little back cut by Yagi. Has her shot blocked. Wheaton. With Schmidt bringing the ball up. Crosses half court. Sydney Roberts guarding there. Does a good job avoiding the ball screen. Now Roberts is going to get tagged with a shooting foul. And not only is there going to be a shooting foul, also a technical foul a little surprising because I don't even think Coach Imdick was disputing that last call. So we got a shooting foul as well as a technical foul. We got to check who the shooting foul is on. So Sydney Roberts tagged with a foul. We kind of a long drought between Coach Imdick's technicals, unless there's some in the games that I missed. But I'm pretty sure. I feel like he went all last season without getting a tech, so I guess he was due. So heading to the free throw line, and bricking it is Julia Schmidt. Schmidt steps to the line for the next one and drops it in. I'm not 100% crazy about her approach to free throws. She kind of like steps into it. Don't see that very often. I don't know if that's how she gets her rhythm going or what, but 20-12 is your score. With Wheaton in the lead. 4:05 remaining. This opening half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And now here come the free throws off the foul. Then they'll get the ball. Riley Schultz, 0 for 2 so far in this game. Makes the first one. Wheaton looking to pull off the upset here in Breckenridge. They're off to a good start to doing it. 21-12. Trying to make it 22-12. Riley Schultz's free throw is up and good. Schultz has 6 points, tied for the team lead along with Sadie Vipon. Quite the duo down there in the paint. So Wheaton inbounding in front of the Breckenridge student section. They get it into Spildy. Double team comes in a hurry and out of bounds. They're going to say it stays here, even though the Breckenridge student section swears that they saw it go off of the Wheaton player. Decisions. Got to flip the call there if the student section says it. A nice reverse layup. And then a little inadvertent whistle, so kind of held up the pace there a little bit. But Julia Schmidt with a nice bucket. It looked like there was a little bit of contact, but not enough to warrant a call possibly. And that one knocked out of bounds, so it'll remain Breckenridge ball. Breckenridge getting doubled up on. Trail 24-12. Addie Twidwell on the bench. The pair of fouls. They get it into Sydney Roberts. She's trying to end the scoring drought with a 3 off the mark. Rebounded by Schmidt. They just can't get the lid off the rim tonight. 3:35 remaining in this opening half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Kelsey Sorrell set to check back into the game. Layup is up and good by Julia Schmidt. It's now the leading scorer for this squad. Abby Johnson going to go to work. Gets it out to Jonica Bernades. Try it. Was thinking about the step back in the elbow area. Gets it off to Abby Johnson instead. Johnson gets it to Grace Miranowski, who puts up the little short jumper off the mark and rebounded by the Warriors. 26-12. Wheaton in the lead. Trying to knock off the undefeated Cowgirls. They go inside to Vipon. Vipon kicks it out to the right corner. Back inside to Vipon. Has the size mismatch. And it gets tied up. We'll see. They're going to go travel, actually. A little bit of me thought they were going to say that got tied up for a jump ball, but Kelsey Sorrell coming in for Abby Johnson. Sorrell's got 2 points in a game where the team is really struggling to get some offense. Or 3 points, my apologies. She had a triple earlier in this game. Addie Twidwell, they're going to trust her to play with 2 fouls. Likely going to relieve Miranowski in a bit here, who has been in here for the last about 4 minutes of game time and just got called for a travel. Grace Miranowski will come out of the game. Addie Twidwell checks in with 2:32 remaining. And head coach Levi Schultz saying she's got 2 fouls. Make sure to go at her. Schmidt bringing the ball up with 2:30 remaining in this opening half. Once again, 26-12 is your score with Wheaton leading Breckenridge. Beautiful inside drive for the layup by Addison Bloom. Jonica Bernades trying to find a way to end the scoring drought here. Parker Yagi hasn't scored since she scored the first 7 points for Breckenridge, and she'll try to get back to the free throw line. Draws the foul. Breckenridge trailing 28-12. On your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard, this free throw trip brought to you by State Farm agents Matt and Amanda Frederick, your local State Farm agents in Breckenridge and Wahpeton, respectively. Yagi puts up the free throw, and off the front iron. Her first free throw missed. She made her first three. Addie Twidwell, just a quick burst. Only in there for about 24 seconds of game time. So Abby Johnson checks in for her. So they're low with the small ball lineup as Yagi knocks down the free throw. 2:05 remaining in this opening half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard as Wheaton come out and punch Breckenridge in the mouth here. And now we got a foul inside. It's going to be on Kelsey Sorrell. Sorrell's first foul. And we got one free throw. And it is good. That is Braylon Schmidt, the other Schmidt. Schmidt's next free throw is up and good. 2-for-2 trip for Braylon Schmidt. Gets the lead up to 17. Jonica Bernades gets across the timeline. Getting some great pressure from Addie Bloom. Dishes into the corner to Sydney Roberts. Up to Yagi on the left wing. Jonica Bernades with the ball on the top of the key. Over to Abby Johnson, the right wing. Swung over to the corner to Sorrell. Sorrell looking to go to work. Does a nice little kind of spin move. And now a loose ball on the floor. It's tied up for a jump ball. Possession arrow goes to Breckenridge. I made sure to check this time. 1:31 remaining. This opening half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Breckenridge has 9 team fouls, so the next foul for them sends Wheaton to the line for 2 free throws. Abby Johnson's right-handed shot in the lane off the mark. And then it gets batted out of bounds. They're going to pause to let Parker Yagi get her shoes tied real quick. Now Jonica Bernades will inbound on her team's baseline. Swung around the perimeter to Sydney Roberts, looking to set up a Jonica Bernades 3. Instead, she's going to drive inside and then bring it back out. Addie Bloom with some great D. Floater by Bernades is good. Her first field goal of the night. She's got 4 points. Schmidt with the ball. Schmidt drives inside. Left-handed shot is off the mark and rebounded by Kelsey Sorrell. Sorrell gets it to Yagi. Yagi has it on the right wing. Putting on the dribble moves. Looks to get inside. Kicks it out. Swung around the perimeter to Abby Johnson for 3. Off the mark. And rebounded by Schmidt. Bloom now has it. She dishes it off to Spildy. Parker Yagi applying the pressure, and Wheaton's going to call a timeout to avoid getting the 10 call. So they need to get it across half court, so we'll take a quick timeout with them. This timeout once again brought to you by Highcamp Construction. Your score, Wheaton 30, Breckenridge 15. You're listening to Cowgirl Basketball on B92.7 FM.
Minn Kota Ag Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Kent, Barney, Windmere, Wahpeton, or Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
And we are back in Breckenridge. What has been an eventful night when it comes to people disputing foul calls. Coach Joss Nimdick asking for an explanation there as there was a loose ball foul there on the inbound, it looked like. And it's the second foul on Jonica Bernades. So it sends Addison Bloom to the charity stripe for a pair of free throws. Makes the first one. Five points for Bloom off the bench. And you got to give a lot of credit to the Warriors bench. They got 10 points off the bench tonight. That's been a difference maker here. Make it 11 points. She rattles that one in. Bernades brings the ball up. 28 seconds remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard in this opening half. Step back 2, off the mark. Rebounded by Johnson. Has it tipped out. Bernades tracks it down. Gets it to Sorrell. She's going to put up a top of the key 3 off the mark. Abby Johnson picks up the rebound. Gets it out to Parker Yagi. She's going to try a 3 as well off the mark and make it the foul call. Didn't give her room to land. Julia Schmidt tagged with the foul. First foul on Julia Schmidt. Yagi so far 4 for 5 at the free throw line. 5 for 6 after that one. Breckenridge only has 4 field goals made here in this half. Pair of layups from Yagi as she knocks down a second free throw. She's got one more to go as she got fouled on a three-pointer. Jonica Bernada's got a 2 to drop, and Kelsey Sorrell has a 3. So only 3 girls in the scoring column here for Breckenridge. Very surprising. Next free throw is up and good from Yagi. Yagi's up to 11 of the team's 18 points. The lone offensive spark here for the most part. Spildy dishes it off to Bloom. And it is turned over, but it is at the buzzer. So that'll do it for half number 1. Breckenridge heads into the locker room down 32-18. And we'll take a quick break before we come back for your Minn Kota Ag Products halftime show, your number 1 grain marketing and production agriculture supply company. You're listening to Cowgirl Basketball on B92.7 FM.
My name is Christy Baumhart. I am proud to be a part of the school district with dedicated staff, including administration, teachers, paraprofessionals, cooks, and custodians who are kind, caring, compassionate, and committed to the students in our district. They support, respect, and help one another succeed. One thing I am really excited about is the technology available to our students as it enhances their learning experience in the classroom. Not only as an employee, but also as a parent, I know the benefits of having both my children in the Breckenridge School District. Breckenridge Pride. We inspire to excel.
Breckenridge Schools, Breckenridge Pride, inspiring to excel.
Hi, this is Amanda from State Farm Breckenridge.
And this is Matt from State Farm Wahpeton.
We're your local hometown insurance team.
And just like with your local sports team, having the right coverage is important. We're here to make sure you have the right coverage in place to protect what is most important to you.
We offer complimentary quotes for home, auto, life, farm, and business insurance.
And just like with your local sports teams, we're here and local and ready to answer all of your questions.
No more dialing 800 numbers or waiting on hold to talk to someone.
State Farm of Wahpeton and Breckenridge.
Your local insurance team.
At Twin Town Villa, it's all about comfort, security, peace of mind, and quality of life. Twin Town Villa would like to extend an invitation to you to stop in and see what the gold standard of assisted living is all about. Twin Town Villa has 1 and 2 bedroom apartments, all spacious and fully functional. The list of amenities is endless. Their mission centers around family, with assistance, supportive services, and quality health care too. Check them out on Facebook and then make the call to Twin Town Villa, 643-9542, the gold standard of assisted living. Twin Town Villa, Breckenridge.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wahpeton, representing auto owners insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wahpeton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
No one woke up this morning and thought,
I want to go haggle.
At Quality Toyota, we don't do that. Our bottom line pricing means you get our best price the first time, every time. You'll even have that price before you talk to anyone, because that price is listed online at qualitytoyota.net and in the window of every vehicle. Simple, easy, stress-free. That's the quality difference. Quality Toyota, West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls, qualitytoyota.net. Let's go places.
Welcome to the Minn Kota Ag Products Halftime Show, your number one grain marketing and production agriculture supply company. And for the viewers on KBMW News Live, you can watch a little bit of the Just for Kicks dancers who are providing the halftime show. And I had the privilege of getting to MC their, or be the announcer, MC, whatever it was, for their Just for Kicks winter show, and that was an absolute blast. They said, can we count on you for the spring show too? Oh, for sure. My kid will for sure be doing this if she's up for it. And, you know, at the age they start at, I don't think she really has much of a choice. I think my wife will be perfectly cool throwing her in this. But anyways, time for the Minn Kota Ag Products Halftime Show. Run through the scoring for you, and I'll run through Wheaton's first. They got 6 girls in the scoring column, 3 of them coming off the bench. They got 9 points from Julia Schmidt. She did that with 4 field goal makes and then 1 free throw. And then following her with 6 each, Bradley Schultz, Sadie Vipon, and Addison Bloom. Addison Bloom getting her 6 points off the bench. 4 of them coming at the charity stripe along with a 2-point make. Bradley Schultz has a pair of free throws in 2 of 4 attempts, and then a pair of field goals as well. Sadie Vipon's got 3 layups for 6 points. 3 points from Reagan Spildy, who knocked down the only triple Wheaton's hit tonight. And then Braylon Schmidt had 2 points off the bench as well with a pair of free throws. Only 3 girls in the scoring column, Parker Yagi being one of them, the leading scorer with 11 points. Had the first 7 points of the game for Breckenridge, got them off to a very nice start, and after that, their offense went cold. Also getting in the scoring column, Jonica Bernada, she had a layup as well as a pair of free throws, and then a 3-pointer was made by Kelsey Sorrell to get Breckenridge their 18 points as they trail 32-18 here at the half. And in the Minn Kota Ag Products Halftime Show, we're going to run through a few of the, just kind of the overview of how we got to this point of the game. It has been a very physical Wheaton squad, and they've kind of played some bully ball down low. And with a physical game comes a lot of fouls, some fouls that were not agreed on, as head coach Austin Imdeck got tagged with a technical. I was he was pretty heated after one of the plays, and I was like, I wouldn't be super surprised if he got a tech here. But then there was one that he didn't really react to a lot that he got a tech on that I was kind of surprised by. But it seemed like that was kind of the straw that broke the camel's back. But like I said, free throws, or what's going to come with all these fouls. Parker Yagi doing a great job at the free throw line. She knocked down 7 of her 8. And then Jonica Bernades went 2 for 2. So if you do that math, Breckenridge shooting 90% at the free throw line. And I'm sure everyone's saying thank God for them that they are, because that's where they got half their points. 9 of their 18 points coming at the charity stripe. And like I said earlier, that's what you got to do. You got to get the free throw line if offense is not coming along very well. That's how you're going to get those easy points. They are free throws after all. They are free. And, I'm going to tally up the Warriors' free throws so far here. I got them down for 14, and they have knocked down 9 of them. So they shot pretty well at the free throw line as well. Got off to a little bit of a rocky start, but really settled in after that and knocked down their shots at the line. So that's played a big factor in them getting their 14-point lead. That and just the physicality. Addie Twidwell missed the bulk of that game. She's kind of the enforcer for this squad a lot of the time, and with her playing with 2 fouls, she can't really be in that enforcer role in the post. So we'll see if that comes into play here, if she gets an early foul here in the second half. Take a quick break on this Minn Kota Ag Products Halftime Show, your number one grain marketing and production agriculture supply company.
Your daughter has the flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care that you can count on. CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there are no appointments necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30 and 9 to 5 on the weekends. Quality care close to home. You get the fine care for home injuries, common illness, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
Otter Tail Power Company would like to remind you about the importance of high school athletics in the lives of children. These extracurricular activities play a role in the education and development of those kids involved and provide a way for them to learn some of life's most important lessons. Lessons that will take them through life with a sense of accomplishment and pride. Otter Tail Power Company would like to salute those athletes, coaches, and fans that make every season one to remember.
This is a story we all share, of a place rooted in tradition and rich with opportunity, of people driven by compassion and vision. At Essentia Health, we're proud to play our role in this story, facing our toughest challenges head-on, believing that together we can build something better and take care of each other, because this place, these people, are like nowhere else. Essentia Health is where you belong. Schedule an appointment at essentiahealth.org.
And welcome back to Breckenridge High School as we get ready to wrap up the Minn Kota Ag Products halftime show, your #1 grain marketing and production agriculture supply company. Looks like Wheaton's going to stick with their same starting five of Megan Kelly, Jordan Perry, Briley Schultz, Julia Schmidt, and Sadie Vipon. Perry and Kelly looking to get in the scoring column. And then for Breckenridge, they go with their same starting five as well. They also have two girls that did not get into the scoring column, but they didn't get any help off the bench either scoring-wise. Three girls only scoring so far. Abby Johnson and Addie Twidwell both kept out of the scoring column. And Addie Twidwell forces a turnover to start it off. Kelsey Sorrell cashes in on the steal. Abby Johnson drives inside, and they're going to get called for a foul. Abby Johnson's going to get called for the foul. She was tagged with a charge on that one. They're always going to give it to the gal who has the best position. Breckenridge starting off this half with a press. Being very aggressive defensively. It's what you got to do when you're trailing 14 out of the gate to start the second half. Swung around the perimeter at the top of the key. Shot is up and good! That's Julia Schmidt. She's got a dozen on the game. And that was as quick trigger pull of a three as I've seen. Jonica Bernata is driving inside with a scoop layup off the mark and draws the foul. Jonica Bernardes. And that foul is on Sadie Vipon. Only the first foul on Vipon so far. Bernardes going through the routine. It's at the first free throw, and it is good. She remains perfect at the line, 3 for 3 so far in this ballgame. With the freshman scoring 16 of the team's 19 points so far. Like I said, watch out for these girls in the next few years. Perfect trip from the line. Breckenridge now 11 of 12 on free throws. So if there's any positive takeaways to take away from the game so far, that would be it, the free throws. Swung around the perimeter, over to the right corner. Up to the right wing, they go inside to Schultz. Kicked out. Had an open look at it, but a travel is called on Jordan Perry. So Jonica Bernardes will bring it up. Her team trailing 35-20. They got to do anything they can to get some offense going. They get to Parker Yagi at the top of the key. Yagi will drive on the right side and pull it into the middle. Drops it down to Abby Johnson. Kicks it out to Kelsey Sorrell for an open triple. Off the mark. And rebounded by Megan Kelly for the Warriors. Schmidt with Jonica Bernardes. Playing some tight D on her. Swings around to the corner, off the mark, and it'll sail out of bounds. Breckenridge ball, 35-20 with 16:23 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Johnson. Inbounds it to Bernardes. Bring it up nice and slow. Gets a ball screen from Addie Twidwell. Pulls up for three, and it rattles out. Twidwell tries or gets the rebound and saves it, but then ends up into the Warriors' hands. Schmidt swings it out to the perimeter. Now back to Schmidt. Swung over to the right side. They go inside to Schultz. Schultz looking for an open teammate. Kelsey Sorrell tried to swipe the steal from behind. Schmidt puts up the three off the back iron, rebounded by the Warriors. Back out to Schmidt. Swung around to Megan Kelly. Now over to Schultz in the right corner. Breckenridge in his zone. Skip past the left corner now. A little short corner jumper is rattled in first points of the game from Jordan Perry. 37-20, Breckenridge is trailing. Emily Gowan set to check in, as is Sydney Roberts. Parker Yagi thought about driving inside. Now she will drive. And they're going to say she was straight up and blocked it out of bounds. Emily Gowan's first action of the night. So Breckenridge going 9 deep. Abby Johnson and Kelsey Sorrell get a breather. Bernades looking for an open teammate. Going to toss it into Gowan. Or actually Roberts. Roberts dragged the foot for a travel. Was looking for an open teammate and then realized that her teammate was cutting. Dragged the foot. That's always tough. So Perry will swing it to Schmidt. Schmidt with 12 points. Game high 12 points, I should say. They get in the short corner of Vipon. Vipon goes to work, puts up the floater off the mark. Sydney Roberts tries to tie it up, as does Gowan. They're going to say jump ball. Possession arrow favors the Cowgirls. They look to go back to work. So far, have been held to 2 points here in the second half. Just over 3 minutes into it. That's going to need to change if they want to cut into this lead. They trail by 17. 14:38 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Yagi over to Gowan. He's going to aggressively drive inside, kick it out to Bernades. Bernades drives inside. Beautiful dish off to Addie Twidwell, who draws the foul. 2 shots coming for Twidwell. Heck of a dish off there by Bernades. Addie Twidwell looking for her first points of the game. Third foul on Briley Schultz. Twidwell's first free throw is up and good. Did I mention Breckenridge has been shooting free throws well? Only missed 1 of their 13 attempts so far, so over 90%. They have over half their points at the free throw line tonight. Only 9 points coming off field goals. This one off the back iron, I will not say I jinxed them on that one. They were due for a miss. But rebounded by Parker Yagi. Goes inside to Addie Twidwell. Was wide open for a layup but misses it. Tries to get the putback. Sydney Roberts gets it. Kicks it out to the perimeter to Jonica Bernades. Nobody was around her. Now they go inside to Twidwell again. We'll see if she makes it, and she does. Addie Twidwell. She said it's just a little easier to make when I got someone on me. Cuts the lead to 14, 37-23 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. 14 minutes remaining. Three-pointer is airball, then rebounded by Sydney Roberts. Roberts gets it to Gowan. Gowan steps into a triple from the right wing. Off the mark. Rebounded by Gowan, though. She's going to put up a floater and off the mark, but she draws the foul. Great energy off the bench from Emily Gowan so far here. Did not play in the first half. And that is the first foul on Reagan Spildy. First free throw is up from Gowan and good. I mean, with how well they've been shooting free throws, I think you got to, just throw out the whole playbook and say just go inside and get a foul every time. That one off the mark. Maybe I'll take a little bit of blame on that free throw, Jenks. Jump ball again. Possession arrow goes to Wheaton. And player might have got a little banged up on that one, but we're going to roll with it. Breckenridge getting the press going again. We got Sydney Roberts, Jonica Bernades, and Emily Gowan all there. Parker Yagi at half court. Wheaton. It's a good job of breaking the press, or at least getting them to back off. Swung over to the right wing to Megan Kelly. Only starter who hasn't gotten the scoring column yet. Skips it over to Jordan Perry. Now up to Schmidt. They go to the high post. Gets swung around for a triple. Off the mark, though. Sydney Roberts tracks down the board. Roberts looking to go inside for a left-handed layup. Off the mark. Had a good angle on it. Just didn't put enough on it. I think she was getting ready for some... she was getting ready to take a hit. So Jonica Bernades gets tagged with the foul. Her third. And Coach Imdick saying, I think you got the wrong guy on that, or the wrong gal on that one. I think he was saying it was supposed to be on Roberts. They called it on Bernades. But a turnover by Wheaton gives Breckenridge the ball back. 37-24, 13-12 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Bernades crosses the timeline. Grace Nicholson gets set to check in. Bernades, right-handed layup, but takes some contact again. She shot 4 free throws so far, made all 4 of them. Reagan Spildy, her second foul. Both coming here in the second half. Just a couple minutes apart from each other. Free throw is up and good by Bernades. 5 for 5 at the charity stripe. Bernades trying to make this her 3rd perfect trip. And she does. A little bit of rim on that, but she's not sweating it. Grace Nicholson checks in for Bernades, gives her a breather. And Breckenridge has cut the lead to 11. Their defense has kept them in this. Their defense and their free throws. Wheaton back to their starting 5. And Breckenridge's press doing a good job disrupting Wheaton right now. They get to Vipon, who swings it to Schultz in the corner. Schultz, skip pass out to the left wing. They decide not to take the 3, go inside to Schultz. Gowan tries to tie it up for a steal. They go to Schmidt, who just barely gets a little bit of the front of the rim, and Addie Twidwell with the board. Breckenridge could cut the lead to single digits here. Nicholson gets it to Gowan, back to Nicholson. She puts up a deep 3 off the mark. Rebounded by Vipon. Gets it up to Schmidt. 12:30 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard in this ball game. Breckenridge trailing by 11. Wide open Vipon down in the paint. Her layup is off the mark. Schmidt doing a heck of a job getting the board. Now Schultz gets the loose ball and lays it in for 2. Riley Schultz. Great awareness there to snag the loose ball and lay it up on the left side for 2. A trio of Cowgirls set to check into the game. Sorrell, Johnson, and Bernades. So we got another foul going to the rim. Breckenridge has already shot 8 free throws here in the opening half. This will make 9 and 10. Parker Yeage's first trip to the charity stripe. So far she's 7 of 8, making 8 of 9. A lot of things have not gone Breckenridge's way, but this is as good as I've seen them shoot free throws. 12 points for Yeage. And now 13. Breckenridge trailing 39-28. They keep the press dialed up. Vipon hands it off to Kelly. Kelly, nobody around her. Gets it to Schmidt. Schmidt will drive on the left side. Turn around, skips it over to Schultz in the right corner. Schultz going to work for a layup off the mark, but Schmidt on the spot for the rebound and lays it in. Julia Schmidt with 14 points, and we got a timeout. We'll take a quick timeout with them. Your score, Wheaton Herman Norcross 41, Breckenridge 28. You're listening to Cowgirl Basketball on B92.7 and watching on KBMW News Live, our YouTube channel.
Hi, this is Wade from Breckenridge Cenex. Now is a great time to start thinking about protecting your recreational vehicles and equipment. Stock up on Splash RV Antifreeze at any one of our 4 locations, and we would like to thank you for your continued patronage.
Farmers Union Oil. Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
And welcome back to Breckenridge High School. Cowgirls trail 41-28. And another offensive rebound leading to a layup. Force Breckenridge to take a timeout. And Kelsey Swirl comes out of the timeout with a floater for 2. Second field goal of the half for Breckenridge. And now we got a foul on Kelsey Swirl. Trying to swipe a steal. First second of the game. 11:20 remaining in this ball game. And Parker Yeage actually deflected the pass, but Schultz came away with it. Gets it to Schmidt. Schmidt near the half-court line. Parker Yagi comes out to guard her. They go inside to Schultz. Nice dish out to Vipon for 2. Beautiful post-to-post action. Jonica Bernades gets, denied the ball screen. Gets it to Parker Yagi on the right wing. Yagi puts up a triple off the back iron and rebounded by Schmidt. Wheaton doing a very good job being in good position for the rebounds. They go inside to Schultz. Inside-out action for 3. Off the mark. And Schmidt with another offensive rebound that she lays in for 2. Julia Schmidt, her second putback in just a few minutes. Jonica Bernades tries to answer with a 3. Off the mark and rebounded by Schmidt. With all the physicality, she was swinging the elbows, getting ready to take some contact. Nobody was around. Schmidt gets it to Kelly. Back to Schmidt. Feeds it inside to Schultz. Schultz looking to go to work. Twidwell strips it away. Now swung over to the right wing. Out to Schmidt at the top of the key. He's had a heck of a second half here. Kelly with the ball in the right corner looking for her first points. Addie Twidwell blocks the shot and gets the rebound. Jonica Bernades now with the ball. Bernades looking to get to the cup. Lays it up and draws the foul. Gotta love the aggressiveness we've seen from Jonica Bernades. She's got 8 points, 4 in each half. 4 of 4 at the free throw line so far. 2 more free throws coming. Bernades going through the routine, and she stays perfect at the charity stripe. 7 for 7. She's got 9 points. Emily Gowan checks in for Abby Johnson. 9:44 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Bernades puts up the free throw, and off the front iron. Breckenridge tries to keep it alive. Her first free throw miss of the game. Schmidt gets it to Jordan Perry. Back to Schmidt. Schmidt dishes it off. Now Schultz has it at the top of the key. Over to Perry. Now back to Schmidt. Julia Schmidt. She's got 16 points here in this game. Emily Gowan doing a good job hunkering down on defense. And they try to dish it to a cutting Warrior player, but it goes out of bounds instead. So we are now almost halfway through the second half. Breckenridge is trailing by 14. They actually were trailing by 14 at halftime, so they're kind of deadlocked here in the second half. Parker Yagi over on the right wing. Trying to take Schmidt off the dribble. Goes with a right-handed layup and drops it in. Parker Yagi going to try to have to take this game over. She's got 15 points. And timeout taken. Take a quick timeout with them. Your score. Wheaton Herman Norcross 45, Breckenridge 33. You're listening to Cowgirl Basketball on B92.7 FM.
Ever buy something and open the box to find 1,000 pieces ready to assemble? Time consuming and frustrating. That's why Bear Build Woodworks and Builders First Source offer gorgeous hassle-free finishes for their doors and millwork. No mess and not stress. With over 30 stain options and 40 paint colors, Bear Build Woodworks pre-finish is the perfect choice for quality that stands the test of time. Get it finished with Bear Built Woodworks and Builders First Source in Wahpeton.
And welcome back to Breckenridge High School. 45-33, your score. Breckenridge trailing Wheaton Herman Norcross. Goes over to Briley Schultz. She kicks it out to Schmidt. Emily Gowan guarding there once again. Bringing some good energy off the bench here in the second half after not playing in the opening half. Tasked with slowing down the top scorer on this team, Schmidt. Schmidt got the ball screen and then kicks it out to Vipon. Vipon swings it over to the right wing and just about a foul down low on Addie Twidwell. Twidwell's third foul of the game. And checking in for her first action, Erin Blothus. Blofis, primarily a JV player, so her first varsity action of the night. And right away, she gets tasked with having to slow down Schultz, and she ends up fouling her on a cut off the inbound play. So Blofis tagged with the foul. Briley Schultz heading to the free throw line. Missed her first two, but made her second two. Only has 2 points here in the second half, so she's got 8 on the night. 8:30 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. First free throw is good. Briley Schultz trying to make this 4 free throws in a row in this game. Schultz steps into the free throw line. Puts it up and drops it in. 2 for 2 trip. First free throws of the half for Wheaton Herman Norcross. Meanwhile, Breckenridge has done pretty much all their offensive damage in the second half at the free throw line. Good dish off by Bernades. Leads to a layup for Sorol. She's got 7 points. Schultz with the ball. Blofis guarding. Schmidt swings it over to Spildy. Over to Vipon. They're looking to go to work in the post with Schultz. Schultz doesn't have a very good angle. And Blofis comes up with a nice defensive stop. Then kind of throws an ill-advised pass that gets batted out of bounds, but good job contesting the shot, getting her into a bad position, and then getting the rebound while she's at it. Jonica Bernades bringing the ball up. Her team trails by 12. 7:49 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Kelsey Sorol with the ball, looking to get downhill. Has the ball stripped loose by Schmidt. Schmidt comes away with the steal. They got it to Spildy. Spildy gets it to Schmidt. Emily Gowan guarding. Gets a ball screen. They'll switch the screen. Get over to Spildy on the right side. Try to go inside to Schultz, who dishes it off to Bernades, who steals it. Bernades getting downhill, throws up the layup, and off the mark. There was a lot of contact, and now Wheaton's running with it. Schmidt goes in the post to Schultz. Kicks it out to the left corner. Now swung over to the right wing. And Bernades is going to try to tag it up, and they're going to call a foul. Well, she got away with one a little bit, so the Breckenridge faithful not very happy about this one. Bernades' 4th foul. Oh, actually her 5th. Oh, no, it's her 4th. 6:58 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. 47-35, Wheaton in the lead. Schmidt gets it out to the perimeter. Swung over to the right wing. And now Blofis draws the offensive foul on Briley Schultz. Breckenridge getting some good minutes out of their reserves tonight on the defensive end of the floor. They got Aaron Blofis and Emily Gowan coming in and bringing some defensive intensity. That was, they played a decent game defensively tonight, but those two have kind of upped the ante a little bit when they've come in. Braylon Schmidt checks into the ball game. There were a couple substitutions, so my apologies to whoever I missed. I want to say Megan Kelly just got back in the game as well. So Parker Yagi will bring the ball up. 6:42 remaining in this ball game on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. They got to get the offense going in a hurry. Parker Yagi trying to provide it with a right-handed layup on the left side. Got it. Yagi's got 17. Braylon Schmidt picks up her dribble on the right wing. Looking for an open teammate. Swings over to the right side. And now the ball's thrown away, but Kelly was on the spot to haul it in. It's kind of just chaotic offense right now from Wheaton. Breckenridge has cut the lead to 10. Abby Johnson will check back into this ball game. She comes in for Kelsey Sorol. And Wheaton has the pass batted out of bounds by Gowan. Oh, actually a foul on Gowan. So that'll send Julia Schmidt to the charity stripe. 1 for 2 so far on the night. Schmidt's got 16 points. Make it 17. 11-point lead for the Warriors, which doesn't sound like a big gap, but on a night where the points have just been so few and far between, that is quite the margin to overcome. 2 for 2 trip. She's 3 for 4 on the night with 18 points. We got a timeout taken by Breckenridge. Oh, taken by the Warriors, my apologies. It's timeout brought to you by High Camp Construction. You're listening to Cowgirl Basketball on B92.7 FM. Breckenridge trails by 12.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. High Camp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call High Camp Construction in Wapton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948. How much do you really know about insurance? You have to have it, and your family should be covered at all times in case of an accident. What coverage is the best for you? That's where independent insurance agents Tyler Kent and Brad Rivard at Red River Agency Incorporated of Breckenridge can help. They provide all your insurance needs for home, auto, farm, life, commercial, MPCI, and crop hail. It's that easy. Give Tyler Kent or Brad Rivard a call at 643-1623. Red River Agency Incorporated, always by your side.
And welcome back to Breckenridge High School. We have a 49-37 score. Wheaton in the lead. Breckenridge with the ball. Abby Johnson inbounds it to Parker Yagi, and they need to get in a hurry. 6:10 remaining. Got to get some points on the board. And Parker Yagi puts a player on her skates and then drops it into Addie Twidwell for 2. Doing a very good job being unselfish on that play. Cut the lead to 10. Just under 6 minutes remaining. And now Sydney Roberts is going to get tagged with a foul. A lot of contact on that one. Not going to argue that. So Jonica Bernardes playing with 4 fouls. Checks in for Sydney Roberts. 1-and-1 free throws for Jordan Perry. And she makes the first, which gets her a second one. $50-39 your score on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. That one barely got the front of the rim. Rebounded by Addie Twidwell. Breckenridge out and running. Jonica Bernardes. Bernardes over to Parker Yagi. Yagi will dribble over near the half-court circle. Gets it to Emily Gowan. Over to Yagi. Yagi puts up a triple. And off the back iron. Rebounded by Abby Johnson. Johnson fighting with the ball. Loses her dribble. Puts up a floater. And has it missed. But Addie Twidwell follows it up for 2. Addie Twidwell's third bucket of the second half cuts the lead to 9 with 5:21 remaining. We got another timeout. Once again, we'll take one with them. This timeout brought to you by High Camp Construction. Listening to Cowgirl Basketball on B92.7 FM.
When you choose a realtor, you want a solid formula to make buying and selling your home as easy as possible. At Miller Realty, the formula is simple: integrity, trust, and most important, experience. Guy, Shelley, Jared, Lisa, and Jamie have put in the years helping people buy and sell their homes. Miller Realty is a trusted legacy business in the Twin Towns. Put their knowledge and experience to work for you. Miller Realty in Breckenridge, a lasting tradition of experience, knowledge, integrity, and trust. Find them online at GuyMillerRealty.com. Buyer Insurance Agency on Highway 13 in Wapton are your local agents with local locations. With skyrocketing building prices, are you properly insured? Buyer Insurance are licensed insurance advisors serving the Richland, Wilkins, Sargent, Southern Cass, and surrounding counties for 15 plus years. They represent over 15 companies that have been in the insurance industry for over 100 years, serving the area. Our plans are based on yours. Give them a call at 701-642-0955 or stop out. They're located on Highway 13 West in Wapton. That's Buyer Insurance Agency.
And Breckenridge has cut the lead to 9 points, 50-41 with 5:21 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Wheaton trying to pull off the upset. And, might have got away with a little bit of a travel there. Swung over to the left corner. Now Schmidt with the ball. Schmidt swings it to the right wing, over to the right corner. Parker Yagi applying the pressure. They try to go inside, and Jonica Bernardes comes over for the steal. Well, it would have been a steal, but there was a foul on the floor by Wheaton. That is on Braylon Schmidt. And it is 1-1, so Jonica Bernardes is heading to the free throw line. And give Breckenridge credit for sticking in this game. They trail by 9. Trailed by 14 at the half. Still trailed by 14 halfway through the second half. Now looking to cut into it a little more. Free throw is up and good. Jonica Bernardes continues to be stellar at the free throw line. 8 of 9 so far. Going to try to make it 9 of 10. Breckenridge will cut it to 7 with 5:02 remaining if she makes this. And it is off the mark. Rebounded by Abby Johnson, though. Johnson goes inside to Twidwell. She's got all of her points here in the second half. Jonica Bernardes goes inside. A lot of contact. She's heading back to the free throw line. She's missed 2 out of her last 3 after making her first 7. Only has 1 field goal make here in this ball game. Braylon Schmidt picks up another foul. Only 2 on the game, though. First free throw is up and off the mark. So she's missed 3 out of her last 4. So tough time of the game to go cold at the free throw line. Bernardes flustered with herself. She's got to get her composure back. Once again, very good free throw. She made her first 7 in this game. And nothing but net. Cuts lead to 7, 50-43 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. 4:54 remaining. They get it into Schmidt. Gets it to Vipon. They broke the press, and now we got a travel call. Missed one of those just a little bit ago. Parker Yagi gets it into Jonica Bernardes. Not that it ended up mattering. They didn't even score on that possession. I don't even know why I mentioned it. My apologies, everybody. I'm not one to point out mistakes by officials. And Parker Yagi is not one to be held without points for very long. She goes in for the layup and then comes back and picks a foul right after that. And it's still 1-1. Only the first foul on Yagi. But both teams are now in the double bonus. After this set of free throws, or free throw, I should say. Megan Kelly, not a bad time to get her first point of the game. Knocks down the free throw to earn a second one. More importantly, got the lead up to 6. 51-45, 4:34 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Megan Kelly, first trip to the free throw line, and she knocks them both down. Her first 2 points of the game, might I add. 52-45 with 4:31 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Breckenridge picking it up a little offensively here in the closing minutes of this ball game. Jonica Bernardes gets the ball after a sailed skip pass to her. She's got it in the NBA range. Dribbles over to the right side, gets it to Parker Yagi. Oh, Yagi with a heck of a crossover. Gets inside, puts up a floater off the mark. Schmidt, I forget it has to be all 3 points get across for the over and back, but a little too close for comfort for me. Swung over to Jordan Perry, gets it to Kelly. They try to go with the pass down into the post, but we got a 3-second in the lane call. Vipon, not thrilled with the call. She had the post positioning, just needed a little bit of a better pass down in the entry. 3:48 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Breckenridge trailing by 7. Jonica Bernardes puts up the layup and drops it in. Bernardes' second field goal of the game, and Emily Gowan tries to swipe the steal on the inbound. Ends up having it go out of bounds, but Breckenridge's fans are loving the energy nonetheless. 3:36 remaining. Breckenridge trailing 52-47. And now a miscommunication on the pass. And they're going to say she stepped over. Timeout taken by Wheaton. We'll take a quick one with him. Breckenridge will have the ball, trailing by 5 with 3:36 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. What has been an absolutely fun night of basketball. You know, Breckenridge is kind of getting back into it here. Once they kind of got behind, it's been tough sledding, but they're back into striking range. You're listening to Cowgirl Basketball on B92.7 FM.
At Sanford Health, we're committed to providing you the care you need when you need it, right where you call home. We now offer cosmetic Botox services in Wheaton. It's always easy to make an appointment with convenient clinic locations, hours, and online options that fit your schedule. Find out more at sanfordhealth.org or by calling 642-7000. Cosmetic Botox services now available at Sanford Health in Wheaton. Call 642-7000.
And welcome back to Breckenridge High School. It's getting exciting here in the Cowgirls gym. 52-47, Breckenridge trails with 3:36 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. They get it out to Jonica Bernades in the left corner. She dishes off to Emily Gowan. Back to Bernades. Bernades gets a screen from Yagi. Kicks it out to Abby Johnson in the right corner. Johnson drives inside, gets it to Twidwell. Bernades open for three. Got it! Jonica Bernades cuts the lead to 2, 52-50 with 3:15 remaining. Parker Yagi gets a steal. Drops it down to Emily Gowan. Tie ball game! 52 all with 3:07 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And now they throw the pass down the court. Wheaton looking to get a layup, and they get the lead right back. Briley Schultz lays it in. As the momentum swung so fast, now Jonica Bernades drives inside, and one! She's banged up after that one. Got the layup to drop, and will get a free throw out of it if she is good to shoot it. She said she's good, clearly holding back the tears. Took a bad fall on that one. Jonica Bernades, what a sequence. Only had one field goal all game, and all of a sudden she has 3 just out of the blue. Along with Emily Gowan's tying layup. Bernades looking to give her squad the first lead since the opening minutes of this ball game. Got it! Heck of an effort by the freshman. Schmidt gets it to Schultz. Schultz dribbles over to the right side, hands it off to Perry. Perry looking to drive on the left side on Yagi. Picks up her dribble. Yagi applying the pressure, gets it out to Schmidt. Schmidt on the left wing. Emily Gowan guarding. Dishes off to Perry. She skips it over to Vipon on the right side. Swings it to Kelly. They're looking for Schultz in the post. Addie Twidwell tips it loose. Jonica Bernades comes up with it. Bernades looking to score. And draws the foul. A hard foul. Sadie Vipon ran her down on that one. Emily Gowan looks like she's about to fall over. She is exhausted. 2 free throws coming with Breckenridge leading 55-54. Bernades puts up the free throw and rattles it in. 2:19 remaining. Cowgirls leading 56-54. And Bernades has just hit 20 points, only had 4 at halftime. Heck of an effort from this freshman. Free throws up and good. 21 points. Her squad leads 57-54. 2:19 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Breckenridge turns on the trap, and they're going to say it went off of Breckenridge's foot. A Breckenridge player's foot. Bernades was saying it was off her, but calls the call. Parker Yagi applying pressure on the inbound, and then tips it and has it go out of bounds, so it will remain Warrior ball. And Bernades is playing feisty here in the second half. Schmidt with the ball. Gowan has done a great job of her of late, but now she fouls her. 2 free throws coming for Julia Schmidt. Schmidt has 18 points. 9 in each half. And she's 3 of 4 at the free throw line so far in this game. 2 free throws coming. Knocks first one down. Once again, not 100% loving her free throw routine, but whatever works for you. She steps into it when she gets past, takes a dribble and steps forward and then does it. I don't know how I feel about that, but free throws off the mark. She gets her own rebound anyways. Drops it in with the foul. Julia Schmidt. That's how you stick with a play. You know, you might be upset with yourself missing a free throw, but that's what you do. You come up with the offensive rebound, give your chance at a lead, and they take the lead. Julia Schmidt's free throw makes it a 1-point game. 2:03 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Breckenridge trails 58-57. Jonica Bernardes goes up for another layup off the mark. They get it to Schmidt. Yegi guarding. Julia Schmidt, 22 points. They get it back to her. Yegi guarding. Yegi gets screened. They switch it up. Bernardes now on Schmidt. They go inside to Schultz. Skip pass out of the perimeter. They have it on the right wing, into the right corner. Now back to the right wing to Kelly. Vipon gets it to Schmidt for a nice drive and lays it in for 2 more. Julia Schmidt, heck of a ball player. Gets the lead back up to 3 for Wheaton, 60-57 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. 1:15 remaining. Bernardes to Yegi on the left wing. Yegi calls Twidwell over, denies the screen, goes over the right-hand layup, and 1! Or are they going to say it was on the floor? Oh, they're going to count it, and 1! I wasn't 100% sure, but they counted it. Parker Yegi, not a bad way to tie this game up if she can knock down the free throw. What a finish this has been. She's got it. I don't know if my heart can take overtime, but we got a 60-60 game, 1:05 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Vipon looking to go to work on Johnson. She blocks the shot. Vipon gets on the floor, and they're going to call. Say she stepped out of bounds. And it looks like Sadie Vipon is a little banged up after that one. She's going to stay in the game, though. 58.3 seconds remaining. 60-60 ball game. Breckenridge trailed by 14 points here at halftime. Jonica Bernardes crosses the timeline. 52 seconds remaining. Bernardes gets a ball screen from Twidwell. Tries to go inside to Twidwell. Almost has it stolen away, but great ball strength from Twidwell. They're going to say it got tied up for a jump ball. Possession arrow stays with Breckenridge. We'll see what kind of a play Coach Imdex got drawn up for this situation. 44.9 seconds remaining in a tie ball game, 60-60. They get it into Abby Johnson in the left corner. Johnson to Yegi. Yegi to Bernardes in the left corner. Thought about driving inside, but brings it back out. Gets a ball screen. Pick and pop action. Gets it out to Abby Johnson on the left wing. She goes inside to Twidwell. Twidwell looking to go to work. Kicks it out. Roberts to Bernardes. They're chewing up a lot of clock. We'll see if they decide to hold for the last shot. Sydney Roberts gets it to Bernardes. 18 seconds remaining. Bernardes looking to get downhill. Gets it to Roberts, who gets it to Twidwell, and they call a timeout. We'll stay here for the timeout as Coach Austin Imdeck draws something up in the huddle. And boy, what a absolute thriller this has turned out to be. Breckenridge is trailing by 14 with 9 minutes left in this ball game and got back into it mainly on the shoulders of Jonica Bernardes. Driving inside, getting to the free throw line at will. Had only had 1 field goal in this game, was doing all of her damage at the charity stripe, and then out of nowhere, strung together 3 straight makes, one of them being a triple. Breckenridge forced a turnover, which turned into an Emily Gowan layup to tie the ball game up at 52. Wheaton came right back with a layup of their own. And it has just been it's like a boxing match here. And I'm sitting right next to the Wheaton section, and the Wheaton fans are getting into this ball game. Loving this atmosphere. Warriors bringing the intensity. The fans are, at least. So the Cowgirls got to wrap up their timeout with 12 and a half seconds remaining. 60-60 ball game on the line and Breckenridge's undefeated record. The 8-0 Cowgirls against the 2-4 Warriors. Warriors looking to pull off the upset. Bernardes will inbound right in front of the Breckenridge student section. Gets it into Parker Yagi on the other side of half court. She brings it up, calls out the play, gets a ball screen from Twidwell. Actually, she'll take the screen from Johnson. Drive inside, floaters up, off the mark, rebounded by Twidwell. And there's a foul on the ground. Twidwell's going to get a pair of free throws. What a finish this has been once again. Twidwell will have 2 opportunities. So far in this ball game, Twidwell is 1 of 2. 1.2 seconds remaining in a 60-60 ball game. Twidwell's first free throw banks in! Does it count if she did not call it? I am told it does. 61-60. 1.2 seconds remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Twidwell's free throws up. Off the mark, rebounded by the Warriors. They're going to get a timeout call. 0.9 seconds remaining. And once again, we'll hang here for the timeout break, but holy, what a finish. Parker Yagi put up a floater, kind of a wild runner. And Addie Twidwell was on the spot for the rebound, was going to try to turn around and try to make a play on it and lay it up, as there are a couple seconds left on the clock, and got fouled with 1.2 seconds remaining. And Twidwell banked in the first one. You don't see that very often. What could possibly be the game-winning field goal coming off of a bank shot. Love to see it. And we'll see what Wheaton's got drawn up for this last play. 0.9 seconds. That's plenty of time to get a jumper off. Well, I won't say plenty of time, but I think they say, like, actually, you need 0.4 seconds to get a jump shot off. So that's why I said plenty of time. It's double that. Still not plenty of time, though. So we'll see what kind of a play they got drawn up for it. The big key here is not to foul, because if they foul, that's 2 free throws, and you could possibly lose the game on that. But they got to go the full length of the court. Got to send the Hail Mary pass here. They're going to have Sydney Roberts contest where the ball is being thrown. Inbounding it is Jordan Perry. Perry gets it down to Megan Kelly. Kelly has her shot blocked by Bernardes, and that will do it. Breckenridge is 9-0. 61-60 is your final score here in Breckenridge High School. An absolute thriller. Cowgirls improved to 9-0 off an Addie Twidwell free throw to win it. Take a quick break before we come back for the Miller Realty postgame show. I got a lot of scores to add up here. You've been listening to Cowgirl Basketball on B92.7 FM and watching on KBMW News Live, our YouTube channel.
It's time to huddle up when you're hungry. The perfect pre- or post-game destination is the Wilkin. Friends, families, and sports fans have been showing up at the Wilkin for decades to celebrate their favorite teams. Celebrate with delicious food and their favorite beverage. Best place around to watch the Bison, too. So for all of you local sports fans and fans of good flavor, head to the Wilkin and celebrate the Cowboys, Cowgirls, Huskies, and Wildcats. The legendary Wilkin, a tradition of good taste and company since 1894.
Minn Kota Ag Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Kent, Barney, Windermere, Wahpeton, or Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
Hi, this is Amanda from State Farm Breckenridge.
And this is Matt from State Farm Wahpeton.
We are your local hometown insurance team.
And just like with your local sports team, having the right coverage is important. We're here to make sure you have the right coverage in place to protect what is most important to you.
We offer complimentary quotes for home, auto, life, farm, and business insurance.
And just like with your local sports teams, we're here and local and ready to answer all of your questions.
No more dialing 800 numbers or waiting on hold to talk to someone.
State Farm of Wahpeton and Breckenridge.
Your local insurance team.
When Mom first started showing signs of memory loss, we were devastated. It was so frustrating. So many choices for assisted living. Then my sister and I walked into Twin Town Villa in Breckenridge. We knew that this was the perfect place for our mother. We loved the bright, beautiful apartments and knew Mom would too. I was so impressed with the interaction between the residents and the staff. Twin Town Villa is a quality memory care community that's close to home and currently has openings. Call Twin Town Villa at 643-9542 or visit them online at twintownvilla.com.
I've done too many of these. My blood pressure can't handle it. 61-60, your final score here at Breckenridge High School. Wheaton, Herman, Norcross really in control of this ball game most of the way, and Breckenridge just really found their groove at the end of the game and came up with some massive plays, a lot of big momentum swings. So many big plays that played a massive factor in this ball game. I know I would leave a few out if I tried listing them all off. I'll run through a few of them later after I run through the stats right now here in the Miller Realty postgame show. Leading the way in scoring for Wheaton Herman Norcross with 24 points, a game-high 24 points, I might add. Julia Schmidt had a heck of a second half especially. No, a good first half. 9 points in the first half is nothing to shake your finger at, but 15 points in the second half, a heck of an effort there. And let me divvy it up here. Actually, she had over half of her team's points in the second half. Her team scored 28 points. She had 15 of them in the second half. So 24 points on the night for Julia Schmidt. She was joined in double figures by Briley Schultz, who had 12 points, 6 in each half. And then 8 points from Sadie Vipon. 6 points off the bench from Addison Bloom, all coming in the second half. 3 points apiece from Jordan Perry, all 3 of her coming in the second half. 3 points from Reagan Spildy. And then 2 points each from Braylon Schmidt and Megan Kelly. Now for the Breckenridge Cowgirls, they had 5 girls getting in the scoring column. They only had 3 at halftime. And the freshmen each went for 20-plus. Parker Yagi ended the game with a team-high 22 points. Jonica Bernardes with 21 points, and 17 of them coming in the second half. Heck of an effort from her as well. Addie Twidwell with 8 points, all coming after halftime. 7 points from Kelsey Sorrell. I had to double-check that there. I actually had her in the wrong column. And then 3 points from Emily Gowan, all coming in the second half. So, not a whole lot of offense coming outside of the 220-plus point performances, but you got to do what you got to do to get it done. 61-60 was the final once again, and a absolute thriller here to close out this ball game. So much fun to get to see all this, and you got to show some love to Addie Twidwell, who had the biggest bucket of the game, a free throw coming with 1.2 seconds left. Banked it in. She drew a foul on the floor and had 2 free throws coming her way. Banked in the first one, and then the second one missed. Warriors got the rebound. They called the timeout. They had to go full length of the court. Actually got it down to a player that would have got a decent shot off on it, but Jonica Bernardes slapped the block to end the game. So she was just an absolute gamer tonight, really putting the team on her back. Excited to hear what Coach Imdek has to say next time I run into him and talk about how just outrageous that second half was, because that was quite the effort from his squad to come back, stick with it. Once again, they were down by 14 at halftime, and they were still about down by 14 halfway through the second half. So just a lot of fun. So much fun to do this game. I used that word about 19 times this post-game show, but that's because I mean it. This it's been a fun one tonight, everybody. Miller Realty post-game show continues after this quick break. We'll come back with your play of the game brought to you by Red River Agency. That's going to be tough. And your player of the game brought to you by Essentia Health here with you. You're listening to Cowgirl Basketball on B92.7 FM.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wahpeton, representing Auto Owners Insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wahpeton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Low, 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 low prices. If other car dealerships really meant it, they'd only have to say it once. We have a low price, the best price listed on the windshield and online. You'll get the car you want and a customer experience you'll actually enjoy. All at a price that will make you smile. Simple, easy, stress-free. That's the quality difference. Quality Toyota, West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls, qualitytoyota.net. Let's go places.
And welcome back to the Miller Realty post-game show. What a fun... I keep saying that word, my apologies, but what a fun game. And just an absolute blast to cover. And it was never in doubt, obviously, with the Breckenridge Cowgirls. You know, they're going to stick with it to the end. And the final score is 61-60. Time to narrow down the play of the game, brought to you by Red River Agency. We got a lot of honorable mentions we got to throw out there first. That massive three from Jonica Bernades. Also, that 7-0 run that she basically went on by herself would be, most nights would be the play of the game. That incredible layup by Emily Gowan close to the end of the ball game when they tossed it down to her to tie it up at 52-52. And all the insanity that ensued after that, just momentum swing after momentum swing after momentum swing. Just an absolute blast of a game. But I'm going to go with the free throw at the end there. Not the flashiest play to roll with for your play of the game, but I'm rolling with it anyways. Your play of the game, brought to you by Red River Energy, is the game-winning free throw coming from Addie Twidwell. I don't care if it was a bank. I don't care if she called bank or not. I think she did. I think mentally, I think she called bank. So that's going to be my play of the game, brought to you by Red River Agency in Breckenridge. Now, my player of the game, this might be just as hard. You know what? I'm tempted to go with Addie just for that outstanding second half from her. She got all of her points after halftime. Just a heck of an effort from her. But this is not half of the game, you know. But then again, I'm leaning towards someone who did most of her damage in the second half. You know what? I'm going with Jonica Bernades, with Parker Yagi being a very close second. Parker Yagi did end up leading the team in scoring with 22. She had 11 in each half, but Jonica Bernades was just a gamer tonight, putting the team on her back, getting to the free throw line, making a lot of tough plays. She had that big N1 as well. That could have also been a play of the game. Just taking a lot of bad. I almost had a lot of bad shots, which I don't mean like shots like she's putting up bad shots. I mean like she's taking shots to the body, like getting smoked into the wall and stuff like that. So Jonica Bernades battling through all of the physicality and getting it done at the free throw line as well. She made her first 7 free throws. She actually made 12 of her 15 free throw attempts, so 80%, and then also making 4 field goals to get to her 21 points. Heck of an effort there from Jonica Bernades, which is why she's my player of the game. Brought to you by Essentia Health, here with you. So thank you all so much for tuning in, whether you listened on B92.7 FM or you watched on KBMW News Live or YouTube channel. Very much appreciate all of you. And what a thrilling comeback win. Your Breckenridge Cowgirls are 9-0. Your final score one final time, 61-60. You've been listening to Cowgirl Basketball on B92.7 FM. Thanks for listening.
Tonight's Breckenridge basketball game was brought to you by Breckenridge Public Schools, State Farm agents Matt and Amanda Frederick, Red River Agency, the Wheaton Drink and Eatery, Minn Kota Ag Products, Height Camp Construction, Carlson Family Insurance, Miller Realty, Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley, Twin Town Villa, CHI St. Francis, Quality Toyota, Builders First Source, Otter Tail Power Company, Essentia Health, Hornstein Family Chiropractic, and Buyer Insurance Agency. Be sure to go to kbmwnews.com for a complete updated list of future broadcasts and video streams. Thanks for listening.